Staff. It was very wait staff. She's got her Ugg boots and whatever. Where do you? She's not even paying attention. Miss, mini skirt. Hello. Turn around. Hey.
What? I'm sorry.
What? How are you?
I'm good.
She's beautiful, isn't she? Give a hand for her. Okay. See, I think this is the thing. I've been married for 15 years. So I got this married guy like defense mechanism in my head that I'm thinking, if I was only single, I can get her, right? But she knows that's, she's like, no, you couldn't, you know. I don't care if you're married. You look like Urkel's dad. That's the problem. So to keep my mind under control, this is what I do. I get myself appraised, okay? What I do is I go online. I try to find out what my blue book value is. If I was single, I try to figure out what kind of woman I can get. So what I do is I registered in free dating sites, okay? Just to see. I put in my profile and I see what type of women are looking for a guy like me, right? And that has kept me married, trust me, okay? That's, because I went on plentyoffish.com. You guys know about plentyoffish.com? No. Oh, it's a free dating site. It's pretty much the human clearance rack. That's what it is. There are a lot of irregular individuals on that site. That's true. The motto should be everybody must go. That's really what it is. I saw one woman on there. She actually responded to my profile and she said she wanted to meet me, but she told me, she said, I'm letting you know in advance I got 4 kids. I'm like, damn, she would have been less scary if she had a dick. I'm not really trying. Messed up. And why wouldn't you want to pay $9.95 a month to meet the person in your life? Why, you know, you get a free dating site, you're saying, you know what, I just don't want to screen out anybody, okay? Because yeah, even homeless people have access to the internet and libraries, so why would we do that? Yeah, but yeah, no, I don't even, you know, it's cool because I don't even get young women anymore. Young women are into crazy stuff like 50 Shades of Grey and Twilight, the last Twilight movie. I'm glad that thing is done. You guys sick of the Twilight? Yeah, the Twilight, this whole thing, it just shows how silly women are. Because the character is trying to figure out if she wants to be with a vampire or a werewolf. Because this is the type of problem that women relate to these days. Isn't that what it is? Now, personally, I don't know what happened, but I'm rooting for the werewolf. Because I think a woman should know what it's like to be with someone who turns into a raging, irrational beast once a month. I think that's...
I really do like music a lot. I used to want to be a musician until I realized I'm not as good at playing instruments as I am musicians. My phone changes the words "my son" to "my sin," which is the most adorably accurate nickname for him. I'm a big fan of video games as a parenting substitute. My son does play a lot of video games, but it's okay because he has a lot of positive male role models in his life. I think their names are Master Chief and Handsome Jack. I took my son to the midnight release of Halo 4. That was fun. The crowd smelled like Monster, hormones, and girl fear. There were more awkward virgins there than a Modest Mouse concert. But I'm divorced, and I've been trying to date. It's not going well. If my dating life had a slogan, it would be no car, no cash, no job, no problem. It's really sad when guys that I date think they can come to me both for a blowjob and a cash advance. And it doesn't help my dating life that I keep finding cat hair all over me. I don't even own a cat. Cat fur is just attracted to my loneliness. I went to a dance club to try to meet a man, but I wound up leaving feeling like a loser when I was the only one of my friends that didn't get roofied. I make sex noises at the gym, or maybe it's gym noises during sex, I don't know. It's been a while since I've done either activity. I masturbate a lot, so much so that it doesn't even mean anything anymore. It's like I'm just going through the motions, like my mother with her parenting. But it has been a long time since I've had sex. I'm afraid I've forgotten how, but my friends are like, Jamie, sex is just like riding a bike. You just hop back on and you'll know what to do. But I don't know about all that, because in sex, I've never won a medal for finishing first. And you know what else? A bike has never complained that I'm not moving enough. A bike doesn't care how many other bikes you've ridden. A bike has never once tried to sneak in my back door. Not even just the tip. Men get up to some crazy things, don't they, women? Women aren't like that, and I'm glad that women aren't like men, because if women were more like men, we'd always be bragging about the size of our vaginas. You'd see two women trying to one-up each other. My vagina is so big, you can bring a whole plane in on its landing strip. Yeah? Well, my vagina is so big, you need a GPS system to navigate it. But good luck, because you're gonna lose signal. If women were more like men, we'd go up to the clerk at the store with a box of tampons and say, do you have anything bigger than a Super Plus? If women were more like men, we'd brag about our periods too. My period was so bad, I had to crush up 3 lines of Midol and snort that shit. Yeah? Well, my period was so bad, I had to get flood insurance. Ain't no levee system gonna hold back this flow. If women were more like men, instead of an ironic mustache, we'd grow an ironic bush. And then we'd dedicate a whole month to growing it long for charity. If women were more like men, we'd name our junk. So I've come up with my top 3 names for my vagina. Number 1, the Republican Party, because it generally doesn't care for women. Number 2, Samuel L. Jackson, because whether it's bald or has a big black fro, nobody wants to fuck with it. And finally, the White House, because it just accepted its first black man. All right, thank you guys. That's my time. I'm Jamie Parent.
Some of you guys are looking at me like, what's Danny Bonaducci doing on the stage? People come up to me all the time like, is that your real hair color? Do you dye your hair? As if I intended to look like this. Because there's so much sex appeal in the leprechaun look. You know, would you like to slide down my rainbow? It's hard to get lucky when your hair is the same color as red lights, fire trucks, biohazard stickers. Basically anything that means stop and use caution. And let's face it, most women, you guys like to eat that sweet white vanilla cake or the dark chocolate cake. Nobody ever wants carrot cake. It's not even on the menu here. And it was rough growing up looking like a redheaded stepchild. Man, I've been called everything. Red, ginger, opie, faggot. And that's just by my mom. Don't get me wrong, there are some benefits. There are some perks. Like, it's really hard to wrongly accuse me of leaving pubes in the bathroom.
Think about it, think about it. And I seem to get lucky with the bigger girls. Heavy, Rubenesque, voluptuous, they seem to be attracted to me. Like I remind them of their favorite people. Ronald McDonald and Wendy. It's like wearing cologne that smells like a cheeseburger. Once you go red, you be well fed. You guys are laughing. I can't go to a Wendy's without somebody thinking I'm from corporate. I walk in and there's panic in the kitchen. I think her brother's here. Clean up. It's Wendell. But we gotta be careful about what we eat. They say when people get depressed, they turn to binge eating. Hostess has picked up on this. They've named all their treats after things lonely and sexually deprived people want, like ho-hos, ding-dongs, and if you're a pedophile, Twinkies. Can't believe you guys laughed at that. Go Grand Rapids. Oh, well, thanks for coming out to the show tonight and supporting live comedy. I know how hard it is in this economy. In fact, one night a week, my girlfriend and I, we just stay in and have game night. We don't even leave the house. We just stay in and play games. Not typical games like Scrabble, Monopoly. No, we play games like, what did I say to piss you off? It sounds like we're not the only ones that play that game. Followed by a fun round of Name That Emotion. And then her favorite game, Why Are We Even Together? Yeah, this is that fun game where you're not supposed to say the first thing that comes to mind. I don't know, it's not because I like your cooking or your mother. Don't worry, she dishes it right back. She's like, and I don't even like carrot cake. Especially tiny little pieces. You know, after you date somebody for a little while, you start to discover each other's personality quirks and tics. It's kind of like when you buy a used car and then you notice all the crap wrong with it. Except when you buy a car, you get a warranty. Wouldn't it be great if you can get a warranty before a relationship? You know, like 2 or more emotional breakdowns and then you get a free one-night stand? Yeah, because everybody likes one-night stands. It's the morning after that sucks. You know, the awkward silence, then those uncomfortable questions. Who are you? And why does my ass hurt? And this is where she shares information which you don't want to know. Don't worry, it's been a long time since my last herpes outbreak. When you asked if I was on the pill, I thought you meant Xanax. Oh yeah, the morning after could be full of all kinds of unwelcome surprises. Like waking up to the sound of your razor while she's using it to shave her balls. And that's why I don't date off the internet. You know, that's the problem with meeting people online. You never know who you're talking to. It's kind of like hitting on a really cute girl at the bar all night long, only to discover her real name is Richard. But that's how people meet these days. When I was younger, we didn't have the internet. To meet somebody, you had to leave the house. We had to go to the mall. I hate the mall. My demographic isn't represented there. They've got stores like big and tall, not short and chubby. They have Forever 21, not pushing 40. No, I hate the mall. I can't stand going. I would rather run naked through a trailer park yelling NASCAR sucks. I'm so glad you guys laughed at that. I told that joke last week in Sparta, and it was silent. You guys aren't from Sparta up front, are you? No, I can tell by the dental work. You know what NASCAR stands for? Not all spectators can actually read. That's why they got numbers in the cars. Oh, so why is it when a priest says a prayer and then dumps somebody into a tub of water, they call that a baptism? I do that in a hotel with a hooker and they call it a felony. I'm glad you guys are laughing and having a good time. This is good. This is my therapy. This makes me feel better. This is better than my normal day job. I'm a police officer. Did you hear how quiet it got? There's toilets flushing. No, I've been a cop for 16 years now, and it's rough because I don't interact with people in good situations. I mean, let's face it, we don't pull you guys over to congratulate you when you're driving. You know, it's not like, you know why I stopped you? That turn back there was awesome. Oh my, way to use your turn signal. My nipples are hard. And every day I interact with people that have extreme personalities. Closed-minded, short-tempered, overly medicated. And these are just my coworkers. No, but every day I face the possibility of having to make a split-second decision. Split-second decision that most people can take the time to think about and deliberate. I have to know the answers to immediately. Important decisions like glazed, chocolate, sprinkles. I don't know why that's so funny, cops and donuts. It goes together though. It's kind of like nude beaches and ugly people. Truthfully folks, the donuts, the coffee, the caffeine, the sugar, we love it. Helps you stay awake, helps you stay focused. You just gotta be careful. Too much caffeine and sugar can cause you to do things out of order, get you jacked up, make little mistakes. Like with warning shots, you know. Freeze or I'll shoot! Anybody hear fireworks? No, it is a cool job. I get some cool perks. You know, I get free coffee, I get to drive fast, I get to baptize crack whores. Don't get me wrong, folks. When I'm not working, I'm just as scared as you guys when I see a cop in my rearview mirror. Having a cop follow you is like having a wedgie you can't pick. But you don't always want the cops to know who you are when you get pulled over. One true story, I would get out here in a second. True story, one night I was leaving the bar with a girl. Now before you guys go judging me, this wasn't the kind of girl you want to be seen leaving the bar with. She would have won blue ribbon in the Sparta rodeo. In fact, to show off, I took her through the Wendy's drive-thru. Get pulled over, cop recognizes me, walks up to the window and says, "Hey Jeremy, how's it going? Been drinking tonight?" He looks down, looks at her and says, "I guess so." All right, folks, you guys are an awesome crowd. That's it for me.
But I think you need two parents to grow up. You know, a single parent can raise a child, but I think it's best when you have two parents. And it could be mom, dad, mom, dad, I don't give a fuck. I think you need two parents. You know, they teach you different shit. Like my mother taught me that I should never hate anybody. And my dad taught me that it's okay to ignore my mother. Because sometimes she don't know what the fuck she's talking about. Okay, like, some people, I'm a lawyer, so I'll say, fuck it, hatred feels good sometimes, don't it? You ever just hate a motherfucker, just, you know, and if you hate somebody, to me, wishing that they die is a fucking cop-out. Like, oh, I hope they die. That's so passe. Everybody dies. People I love die. That's just like wishing for Tuesday. Okay? Like, I do want them motherfuckers to get herpes from a priest on Easter. We can start there. That's right. Take your Easter priest herpes and get the fuck on down the road. Thank you. I hope everyone you know dies while people are laughing.
He's laughing.
You know, I got a brother-in-law and I went down to visit him. He's going to law school in D.C. And I had to fly into Reagan International Airport. And I didn't know it was called Reagan International Airport. And I find that kind of odd, like, because I don't know if you guys know this or remember it, but Reagan actually fired the air traffic controllers. That was like one of the first things he did. Now, regardless of your political affiliation, I think it's funny that he fired the air traffic controllers and they named the airport after him. I mean, did Kool-Aid name a flavor after Jim Jones? Shit. I have no idea what it would be. Suicide strawberry? I don't know. That's a good question. I mean, does OJ have his own brand of steak knives? Is there an R. Kelly middle school? These are things we all have to wonder about from time to time. I don't know if y'all seen this, but you know they finally went ahead and got a new pope. We got a new pope. I don't know if there's any Catholics in the house, but we got a new pope. That's cool. You know, that's fine. I thought they were going to get Joe Jackson. You know, like Michael's father, because he would have like improved their reputation because he's only known for beating his kids. So. Right. Oh, I can talk about everything else. I make a Catholic joke. You motherfuckers gonna go kiss my ass.
Okay? We don't fight very often, which is good. We get into weird arguments. We played this game not too long ago called Celebrity Crush, where you share each other's celebrity crushes. And if your relationship is going fine, don't play that game. That's all it does is start these weird arguments. You know, like we all have celebrity crushes. You know, like ladies up front, who's like your big celebrity crush? Channing Tatum, yeah. Yeah, a lot of people say I look like him, which is weird. That's when I have my shirt off at the gym. They're like, that's Magic Mike. I'm like, what's up, ladies? Hey, all right. Don't do that, guys. That's how you get tasered. Trust me. Learn that the hard way. My wife told me her celebrity crush, Harrison Ford. Which, yeah, I'm 27. I'm like, he's old. You know what I mean? I was like, really? I still got jealous because I was like, I can't compete with that. She wants Han Solo. She ended up with an Ewok. It's like, some of you laughing a little too hard. That's all right. Well, it's amazing because when you get married, you start learning different things about your wife that you didn't know beforehand. Like my wife, she can't wink. Like she doesn't know how to wink. I didn't know that was a real thing. You know, when she goes to wink, she does this weird like blinky eye thing with her face. The first time she did it was so weird. We're driving in the car and she's like, so listen, I was thinking this weekend, you and I should go up north and you know. Go to an eye doctor? What are you? You have allergies? What's going on in your face? But she has a cat now, too. You ever notice how some pet owners are proud of their pets? No matter how disgusting of a creature it might be. Like her cat's 150 years old, its leg is broken, he's missing chunks of fur, part of his ear is gone, he's wet for some reason. I'm like, why is he wet? It's gross. It smells like a hockey bag. What is that? She's patting him like, he's so cute, you should pet him. You should wash your hands, it's messed up. Something's wrong with his little vocal cords, he can't meow the right way. Instead of sitting there going, meow, he sits there and goes, wah. He's limping around the house. She's patting him like he's adorable. Almost as cute as someone else I know. I don't know if this is gonna work out. I'm nervous.
Pretend I have a piece of paper. I can't see it anyway because I wear, reading glasses now that I'm so fucking old. But the problem is my arms aren't long enough, or I could fake it. Because if my arms were longer, I could read the shit. But no, I need the stupid glasses. I'm getting off track because my Adderall's wearing off, but I need to explain to you something. I could pluck my eyebrows very evenly if I didn't have to wear the fucking glasses while I did it. Because what happens is the rim of the glasses block... Ladies, you know what I'm talking about if you're over 50. The rim of the fucking glasses blocks the hairs, so when I take the reading glasses off, I have little hairs still on my eyebrows in the shape of the goddamn reading glasses. Let me tell you that when you're 50, just embrace yourself, because now I know if I wear my underwear backwards, they fit better. I don't have the ass anymore. See, she's clapping because she always thought that, but she never wanted to say it out loud. Right? Don't go to Victoria's Secret and get the thong. Because if you get the thong, you're going to get camel toe all the way up to your boobs, it say. And it's not the look you're looking for, is it? I know. Anyway, thank you for coming tonight.
For the last 25 years, I have been a police officer. Thank you. Okay, a few people. Ann Arbor police officer. Ann Arbor police, and I mentioned I'm from Pakistan, so whatever you think of my act, chances are I gotta be the only Pakistani police officer doing stand-up comedy in Grand Rapids. Yeah, get that going for me. Who looks like Johnny Mathis. All right, the young people have to Google him, thank you. But and it's because people learn I'm from Pakistan, they'll dislike me because Bin Laden was hiding there, like I had something to do with that. But some of you, we like our police and fire, right? Yeah, thank you. So it's just weird though. Hate me for being Pakistani, love me for being a police officer, but it's really weird. I get the complete opposite reaction at my Al-Qaeda meetings. I'm kidding, I do not go to Al-Qaeda meetings. We chat online. I kid you. Actually, it's funny. I often don't even mention I'm a police officer because it seems like a comedy club. Half the crowd has just smoked marijuana. Oh, so I'm proud of it, huh? You want to admit it, huh? But I mentioned Ann Arbor, not a big deal there, right? Anybody know what the fine is? Oh, you must have paid it. Absolutely true. If you have marijuana in Ann Arbor, it's a $25 fine. What's ironic there, though, if you have cigarettes, possession of tobacco for someone under age 18 is a $100 fine. So we literally get these teenagers with cigarettes, but they're pleading with us, it's marijuana. Just to save $75. I'll do the math, I'm from Pakistan. And a lot of people don't realize, but the breathalyzer, it can detect if you've been smoking marijuana. People think it only detects alcohol, but the way we can tell is if we give you the mouthpiece and you go, thank you very much, officer. Pretty good clue you've been smoking some weed. And then, of course, anytime you take enforcement action, people always think it's because of their race or ethnicities. Like the other day, I pulled over this gentleman before I could get his license and registration. He starts screaming at me that the only reason I'm stopping him is because he's Mexican. It was so unfair. He wouldn't listen. His honest goodness truth, I had no idea he was Mexican. The only reason I stopped him, I thought he was black. Come on, right? You can laugh at that. That was not the only reason. He was with a skinny white woman. Now, you know I'm kidding. She wasn't skinny. Thank you for laughing at that, really. When I first started, I'd be scared to do that. I didn't want to offend anyone, but I think we're too politically correct, don't you? Yeah, I say have fun. It wasn't easy when I started. I'm not sure how the veteran officers did it, but they rewired my siren. So whenever I go pull somebody over, instead of usual police wood sound, it would go. It took me 2 weeks to learn to do that. I think it comes natural. It does not. I have to go to Dearborn. Oh, some of you have been to Dearborn. Represent. You need one of these I voted stickers? I'll wrap up. Actually, another fun thing is whenever we arrest prostitutes in police work, but I remember there was one, she had a really short miniskirt on. She was wearing crotchless panties. She comes to me, she's like, hey officer, you want some of this? Of course, I was professional. I said, no, I don't. She got offended. She's like, why, are you gay or something? I said, no, I just don't want any of that. I mean, look what it did to your panties.